Then, Dark Wolf, aka Norallie, if you're ready, I think it's time for you to have a nightmare.
No.
I mean, you say no, but oh, I not and here I just lost your video now.
Darn it. Let me. Am I back?
Yep, I have you back.
Yay.
Okay. Norallie, you were searching for your brother, and he disappeared. It is. It's been your dream to find him again, to see if he's okay, or I mean, really, whatever you know, whatever your feelings or your thoughts are. You've been searching for him, and you still are. And in fact, there was an odd moment where you felt like you were smelling a flower in the flower field, and I don't know, something felt just kind of tingly. And, you kind of, you shake it off and you realize, oh, that must have kind of knocked me out for a moment. As you wake up out of a pile of flowers. And you're by the side of the road. Everything seems fine. But you've lost time. And while your brother hasn't exactly been gone for just a day or two, he's been gone for a while. He could be in a lot of places. It's more time lost. That can irritate you if you want it to. It could do. You could react to it, however. But I don't know. You feel kind of sneezy. You have a little bit of pollen in your nose, and it's time to
Your
get back
sneezy friend.
and to continue. It's time to continue. Your brother's out there somewhere, and
I'm gonna go find him.
he may well need you. And so, Norallie, you're walking and walking, and a day passes. You end up finding yourself staying at a at one of the honor ways here. You know, night's falling. You go and try and make to reserve a room. Man behind the counter. Oh, what's a youngin' like you doing out on the road?
Oh, I'm looking for someone.
Oh, who you looking for? We get a lot of people passing by the honor way.
I'm looking for my big brother. He looks a lot like me, except his hair's lighter and he's taller, but he has the same horns.
Ah, oh, a bit unique for the horns, aren't they, for your kind? I see, I see. I can't say that I've necessarily seen someone like that. Although
He's
perhaps
also
I
purple.
have. I have to ask, though, before I give out anyone's information, as there is an unspoken code amongst those who keep inns and bars and those who seek information in such a place. What are you after, Missy?
Oh, he's my big brother. I'm just trying to find him because, he left this one time. And, he didn't really, give me a reason. And, I'm just trying to find him.
Oh, I see, I see. And he conducts the business. He's going to ask for like 5 silver to stay. And
Mm-hmm.
now, ma'am, are you sure that he's just not running away because he doesn't like you?
No, he cares about me. You know, when we were younger, he took very good care of me. Um, he just well, we have this mentor kind of guy, and he was teaching us magic, but my brother wasn't really good at it. But I was really good at it. But he went off to go learn magic somewhere else. Is
I'd
it?
be careful. Magic can be a dangerous thing. It can really change a person.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I feel the same.
Oh, you're magical too.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want any trouble here.
Oh, no, no. Of course not.
All right. Well, I'd hate to have to run away from you too.
Nah. You don't have to run away from me. I'm harmless.
All right. Well, I'll tell you. I didn't see him necessarily, but I think I heard another person who was talking to someone else. And they said to keep an eye out because they saw a tiefling that, I think he had horns that was matching yours. But, yeah, if you were to continue north, he's probably been here a couple weeks ago.
North. Okay. Alright. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. You know, it's the least I can do. I just sure hope that, you're not wasting your time, ma'am.
No, I'm not.
All right. Well, you paid your silver and it's good here. So, rest well and enjoy the trip later.
Alright, thank you. I hope you have a good night.
He jingles your silver in his hand. Kind of, gives you a bit of a courteous. He's not wearing a hat, but he just kind of sort of gives you like a salute with the fistful of your coins. And, oh, the follies of youth. And he goes to his own room here. It's a small. It's like more like a bed and breakfast. So you lay down, Norallie, and you dream. You dream of your brother. You dream of travel. You dream of magic. You dream of really whatever Norallie dreams of.
Pastel colors mostly.
What's that?
Pastel colors mostly.
Okay, you dream in pastels. You wake up and it's a new day. You step outside and interestingly enough, Norallie, you're on the south. You're on the south side of Flowerfield. You had traveled for a whole day north through Flowerfield.
That's weird.
Yeah, the on our way in is gone. Like you step outside, you look around, and when you turn back to take a look at the structure, it's not there any longer.
I'm gonna check my pocket for my coin.
Your coins are gone.
No. That's not right. Well, we said to go north, but that was from that way. Should be that way. And she starts heading the direction she thinks she should go.
Okay. You once more take to the roads out in the countryside. The flowers around you smell nice. They might tickle your nostrils. They flow with the winds and take on sometimes even strange patterns. Almost like the flowers are alive or making faces. But it's always been the rumor that, there's been some mischief to the flower fields.
That's cute.
You walk along, and over the course of the day, that is going to be... There's a figure ahead. And it, now that you're looking, the figure, The figure looks familiar. Is that Jade? I mean, you recognize Jade, but you don't. Do you know Jade? That's definitely a Jade of some kind, but it's a Jade that is, I guess, waving and smiling in the road.
Good up. Be like, hello.
Oh, hello, dear. Can I end up interesting you in some eyelids or perhaps some roaches? Fresh carved, everything's been preserved quite nicely. We've ended up making sure.
Yeah, I'll take a roach.
Oh, excellent. 1 second. There you go. That'll be 3 copper.
Okay, copper. 3 copper? Yeah. There you go, Yori.
She splats it in your hand, like still covered in her own phlegm, and after she's just coughed it up.
There you go, Yori.
Oh, I don't get many customers this way, my dear. How are you doing?
I'm doing
What brings
good.
you along this road?
Oh, I'm looking for someone.
Looking for someone? Oh, whatever for?
Oh, it's my brother. I'm trying to find him because he kind of left. And, he didn't really tell me where he was going. So now I gotta find him.
Well, if he left without telling where he was going, doesn't that imply that he didn't want to be followed? I mean, if I were to end up leaving my family, I have the most adorable children. They would. I would be remiss to not tell them. I mean, you always tell your loved ones where you're going, especially if you intend to be gone for quite some time.
Well, maybe he didn't think he was going to be gone that long.
Well, I don't know about that, my dear. Most people, even if I skip out to lunch, I always tell my husband.
Well, he doesn't really tell me a lot of things half the time. So I just assumed you'd be back, and you just didn't come back the one time.
That sounds like a very tenuous relationship. Is he even a good person? I mean, look, he already ended up leaving without telling you. He doesn't talk to you much. I mean, it would seem to me, my dear, that he's trying to distance himself.
No, that's not the case. He's just always been a little weird,
My dear, I'm a little weird. I vomit up cockroaches and sell them to people on the street. The only thing weird is when I end up getting a person actually willing to pay for the privilege. Can I interest you in some eyelids?
No, Yori's full.
Oh, okay. What about for yourself?
No,
Perfectly nutritious, really good in protein.
No, I'm all right. I don't need anything right now.
I don't know. It's okay. Well, I wish you the best of luck, my dear, but I'll be honest with you. I was chasing something once, and I ended up missing the point. At that point, I already ended up forgetting on how much I lost just from the chase. Rather than getting what I wanted, all I was left with was what I lost for the chase. I seriously hope you don't make that same mistake, my dear.
Well, I don't have too much to lose, I have to be honest.
That is exactly what I said to myself. And now I'm selling eyelids and cockroaches on the side of a road.
Yeah, but you seem happy about it.
Yes, well, it took a lot of years. I would have loved to have met my husband a lot earlier in my life. I would have loved to have been younger and still have the vibrance to be able to end up keeping up with the children. Now, that time is gone. And I never get it back.
Well, I'll try not to let it take up too much time.
If somebody doesn't want to be found, it will take your entire life. Take care of yourself and enjoy the road.
Okay, you have a good day.
What a beastly woman.
So Norallie, this person that you... Who's Jade, but you swear that's a Jade? She definitely looks like a Jade. But when have you ever met another Jade? Anyway, you receive some well-meaning advice from Jade, and you continue down the road. You are walking through Flower Field, and again, the flowers dance, they sing, they flow in beautiful, colorful patterns. You know, you remember playing with your brother out in your family's garden. You know, wonderful summer days, and you know, maybe in your heart that it warms you as the evening comes. And once more, you find yourself by the Honor Way Inn. Well, hi there, Missy. What can I do for you? What's a youngin' like you walking the roads for?
Oh, I'm looking for someone. I'm looking for my brother. He's been away for a while.
For your brother? Oh. Well, can you describe him? Maybe I've seen him. You know, we innkeepers and bartenders have a certain code.
Well, he looks a lot like me. He's purple. He's about that tall. His horns are pretty much the same as mine. His are a bit bigger though. Oh, and his hair is really light.
I see. Yeah, you know, around these here parts, we call it violet.
Yeah, some people would say that.
Well, I can't say that I've seen a feller like that. Although, what with a rack like yours, that I don't get any ideas, Missy. I'm too old for that sort of thing. With a rack of antlers like yours, it'd be hard to miss.
Yeah, they're pretty unique. I don't see many tiefling. I don't think I've seen another tiefling with horns like mine outside of my family, of course.
Nah. They mean a lot to you, do they? Well, I'll tell you what. I might have seen your brother, now that you mention it.
Oh, have you?
I may have, but I have to ask. Well, I presume you're going to stay here for the night, right? I don't want you sleeping out on the road.
Yeah. I guess I would be here.
Well, I think I can provide a room and maybe some information, too. But you can keep your coin. I think I have enough of that.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you.
If it led to finding your brother, Missy, would you be willing to part with those horns? It wouldn't hurt. I swear it. But they're so unique, and I think that I can make a mighty trophy out of them, a keepsake for our interaction.
I don't know, because I haven't had them cut before, so I don't know if it would hurt or not. Plus, when you cut them, they're not attached to each other, because they're just like they're 3 different sets, so they wouldn't really look good when they're cut off.
I promise it'll be painless.
No, I can't do that.
No, it's a shame. I think I might know where your brother went. Looking at those horns of yours. Yeah, it's really coming to me.
No, I can't do that.
I see. I guess you really don't want to find him, do you then, ma'am?
I do, it's just...
I don't believe you. Who'd notice? And besides, he's your brother. He'd recognize you anyway.
No, I'm good.
Just the top halves. I'll negotiate with you. I'm fair.
No, I can't.
Oh, well, I'm sorry then. I suppose your brother's just gonna have to be disappointed.
I'll find him.
I don't think you will. But such is the folly of youth. I'll tell you what. If you change your mind, I'll be sleeping in this here room.
I hope you have a good night, sir.
Well, you too. I don't think you're going to have one. I don't think you're going to have one at all. And he shrugs, goes into his room. It's for an old man, it's late night at a wayside bed and breakfast.
I'm going to go out and keep walking.
Okay, you're gonna walk through the night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Norallie, as you do, you're walking through the flowers of Flowerfield, and there's all kinds of bioluminescence, bugs, or flowers themselves, or, I don't know, weird combination of the two. In fact, there's a couple times where you've disturbed a flower wasp, and they've buzzed up to harass you, and you even got a sting on you from a flower wasp. It's windy. It chaps your face. It dries you out. The dust blows, and you just see that you're just covered in dirt. You smell like sweat. Your clothes are dingy and torn. What do?
Well, I'm gonna keep going, because I don't think I'm safe to just stab. So I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. You find what you hope is a comfortable place to rest, and you wake up in the morning on the south side of Flowerfield. The entire area is expanding out in front of you.
No, that's not right.
You have exhaustion from being exposed to the elements and walking all night. You haven't slept very well.
I don't think it's working, Yori. You keep ending up south. Maybe we should go south. It was a few days ago he said he went north, so maybe he went a different direction. So let's go south.
Alright, Norallie, tattered, tired, dusty, smelling of BO. You turn south and you walk. And, wouldn't you know, but ahead, that has to be Bright, or a Bright. I think I only know the one, but I don't know, that just seems like a Bright to me. So, tired and disheveled, there's a little pink gnome doing something on the road.
I'm over here. Hi. Come on over this way.
Hi, hello. How are you?
Hi. So I just I'm with the Gnome Agricultural Collective, and we've developed a new strain of bananas that we would like you to have. They're strawberry flavored and they taste really good, so I'd like you to try one.
Strawberry flavored banana.
No, they're just as good as they sound.
It does sound good. I'll try one.
Okay. You look like you've had a pretty rough couple of days.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm lost because I recognize everything, but, I keep going one direction and then ending up in the wrong place. So I'm trying a different direction.
Yeah, it's been that sort of day. I think a lot of people have been having problems like that. So, what is it that you're looking for?
Oh, I'm trying to find my brother. Uh, someone said he might have went north, but I kept going north and it didn't really work, so I'm trying south.
Oh, I don't think that's going to make any difference. I don't think it really matters what direction you go, because that's not the problem. Your problem isn't that you're going the wrong way.
Hmm. What is the problem then? If it's not which way I'm going?
Well, it's not so much the way you're going as much as it is who's doing the traveling.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people have seen your brother. I think just about everybody's seen him except for you. Doesn't that tell you something?
Hmm. Well, that just means I get there too late because, he's moving around a lot. And I'm
Well,
moving a bit slower because I'm asking about it.
of course you get there too late. That's because you're not willing to do what it takes.
No, I'm doing it. I'm going. And,
You you ask people for help, but put out as much as you're expecting from them.
yeah, I just need directions and I can go. I can do it by myself.
You said your brother. What's his first and last name?
Oh, his name is Lokiadius Kilmus, but I just call him Loki because his first name's kind of hard to pronounce.
Kilmus. What does Kilmus mean? I don't speak Infernal.
Oh, I don't know what it means. It's just our last name.
So, what if I told you that I had seen your brother and I knew which way he went?
Well, I would ask you very nicely if you could point me in the right direction.
Okay, well, I can do that, but I'm going to need something from you.
You what?
I'm going to need something from you. Because,
Um,
as you know, I'm a gnome. You can probably tell because I'm really short and look at my hair. And gnomes really like names. So, what I'm going to need from you is your last name, Kilmus.
um, I,
And
I already told you it.
I don't need you to tell me it. I need it. See? So you could give me that, and then I would tell you where your brother is, but
Uh,
Kilmus anymore.
no, I have to be a Kilmus because that's my brother. My brother's a Kilmus and I'm a Kilmus. If I wasn't a Kilmus, I wouldn't be his sister.
So don't you care about finding him?
And,
Matter.
I mean, I do, but, if I get there and I'm not his sister, what's the point of finding him?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it really depends on why you want to find him, doesn't it?
Well, I want to find him because he's my family.
Oh. So it sounds like you don't really want to find him. You just want to find that he means to you.
No, I want to find him because
Okay.
he's my family.
Well, I can.
That's the reason I want to find someone, right?
Oh, I mean, it's really your choice. I can help you find him or not. You know what I need from you. That's all.
Well, thanks for the offer, but, I can't go to my brother if he's not my brother, so.
Okay. Well, it's your choice, but you can always come back. We have a lot of bananas, so you can always come back for those whenever you'd like. And if you change your mind, you know where I'll be.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, bye. Good luck.
Bye. Have a good day.
You walk and you walk. The evening sets. You're even more tired and exhausted. You're dirtier and more ragged. And sure enough, the on our way in is just that. It's on your way. The old man is outside, lighting up a lamppost. Well, hello. What's a young'un like you doing out on the road?
I'm looking for someone, but I don't have time to stop.
No, look at you, you poor ragamuffin. Hey, wait a minute. I don't suppose... Are you looking for someone that's like you? Has those unique horns?
Yeah, I'm looking for my brother. He does look a lot like me.
I see. Well, I'd feel terrible to have a young lady like you out on the roads at night. I mean, just look at you. You're absolutely filthy. Your clothes are torn. I bet you have a hole in your boot.
Probably. I haven't checked.
I definitely can sympathize with you searching for your brother, and I do believe that he has passed through here not that long ago. I'm sure that I could do such a thing. Although you have to understand, we innkeepers and bartenders have a certain standard. I think that there's a price to pay for that information.
I don't have a lot on me, unfortunately.
Oh, my dear, not all prices are paid in coin. No, in fact, you can do a lot more than just with simple metal discs.
Well, I don't know. My brother says that that money's important because you gotta use it to get things.
That's true, and I won't ask for your money.
Well, I don't have a...
Ah, my dear. I think it's a price that you could pay. It's very fair for some good information. It's not every day you see a tiefling like that. Of course, it might be difficult to call him a tiefling for much longer, given what he's undergone.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I can't tell you more. At least, not unless you parted with your magic. What do you need it for? Give it to an old man like me. I'll carry that burden. It won't hurt. Not one bit.
No, I need that. It's there's a lot of scary things out there, and that's the only way I can get away from the scary things.
So I guess you don't want to see your brother after all.
I do. It's just I can't find him if I can't escape things.
I think you're doing more escaping than finding, Missy. But if you want to stay here, you're gonna have to pay the price.
Well, I don't need to rest. I can keep going.
Very well. I can see that you're determined, but I don't know if you're as determined in the right direction you should be going.
Well, yarn didn't work, so I'm trying south.
Well, good luck to ya. Maybe I'll see you again, Missy. And he gives you a wink.
Maybe.
You wake up, not very well rested, on the south side of Flowerfield. You have 3 levels of exhaustion. You're tired, sore. Your clothes are scraps and in shambles. And you travel. And as you do, you come across Celine? But when did you ever know a Celine? You lived at home with your brother this whole time. You played with him. You pursued him around, as you are now. And yet there's someone that looks like a Celine, but doesn't seem to remember you.
Hello.
Who are you?
My name's Norallie. I'm just passing through.
I think that you're lying.
No, I'm not lying. My name's Norallie, and I'm passing because I'm looking for someone.
You're just looking for someone?
Yeah, it's been difficult, but I'll find
How
them
old are
eventually.
you?
I'm 17 right now.
Ah! 17. I think that's the cause of many of your problems. You're young. You're inexperienced. You think you can go out and see the world, and yet here you are.
Well, I'm not trying to see it. I'm just trying to find something.
Oh, so you merely are existing.
Yeah, I guess.
What is this person to you that you're willing to... Just look at you. Why, there's not too much left to the imagination.
I'm just looking for my brother.
Why? Is he in trouble?
Oh, I hope not. But I've just been trying to find him, and it's been very difficult.
I think you've been doing more looking than trying to find him.
No, I've been trying.
I may have seen your brother. In fact, looking at you, I can almost definitely say that I have.
Have you seen him recently?
Yes. Rather recently.
Oh,
And in quite a state. Somewhat similar to you.
No, that's not good. He must be tired.
Yes, you look like the Walking Dead itself, my dear.
Yeah, that's probably because I haven't slept really well.
I could offer you such a sleep. In fact, I can offer you the ability to find your brother. Without worry. Without needing to stop. Without needing to worry.
Well, if you're gonna ask me for anything, I don't got anything.
Oh, you have plenty. I think that you're undermining yourself. My dear tiefling, I would ask only but for your life. And in its place, I will grant you information and an unlife. You can walk for miles eternal to find your brother without the need to eat or sleep or cease.
That doesn't sound right.
If he is your brother, would he not understand? Would he not be overjoyed to meet you again? You may keep your wits, and I shall keep your life.
No, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I should keep going.
I don't know how much longer you have left.
No, that's fine. It's something for me to deal with.
I see. What a shame. I have to question your actual desire to meet your brother, then. If you're willing to throw your life away, I at least was giving you a generous offer for it.
I should go. I'm not getting anywhere if I just stand around and talk about authors. I need to go.
And you leave. Evening comes, and there's an old man lighting a light post outside and on our way in. Oh, by the gods, look at you. Whoa. You must have no bottoms left on your boots at all. And in fact, given the state of your dress, you should cover up. What's an absolute wreck like you doing wandering the roads?
I'm just looking for something.
Oh, I can help you find many things. Are you looking for a night's stay? Are you looking for information? Are you looking for a hot meal?
I don't know. Maybe I should just keep going.
I don't know how much longer you can go, dearie. I don't know. You look absolutely fatigued.
Oh, yeah, all right.
I can put you up and it won't cost you a coin.
Yeah, but what will it cost?
Oh, let's see. For a good meal, a hot bath, some new clothes, it'd be like a brand new you. Why, all I'd ask for is your tail. Harmless?
My tail?
Oh, yes. Just your tail.
No, then that would probably hurt.
Not at all, I promise. I can take your tail, and it'll be no problem. And just imagine a soft, down bed, fresh water. I may even mend your clothes.
No, thank you. I should keep going.
I have to wonder if you honestly can. Very well. Continue on, and one way or the other, I'm sure we'll meet. And so, now, with 5 levels of exhaustion, you press forward. Your feet are dragging. You feel on the verge of the verge of oblivion. Things are occurring around you in a haze. You are not sure if you are those people. Are they figments of your imagination? Are you hallucinating? Why? You hear, why do you seek me? The voice is distant and dark, but very intimately familiar. You're just maybe hanging on. You remember waking up You're in a flower patch on the south side of a flower field. You sit up and... Are you even moving? Or are you just sort of wobbling back and forth? You must be traveling. In fact, it would seem that this Jade character and this Bright character are traveling together. Are you walking? Does it matter? I guess you're moving, but aren't you just rocking back and forth or side to side in a flower patch? Regardless, these two approach.
Hello.
You two see a wretched, weathered girl. She's dusty, muddy. Her clothes are all but scraps. She has no shoes. Given her state, she might not even have any shame, given what's on display.
How disgusting.
She's a complete failure.
Yes,
No.
a complete failure, says a third character, Celine, who walks up to join.
I don't know if she's even worth a banana.
Not even a
Oh.
banana.
Not even the peel.
Yet it's her brother that's given her the slip.
No, this is sad.
What a wretched girl.
But it's okay. We have a way to end up him making that. Yeah, just go away. Just a simple deal. With that, along the stand that Jade ended up having, she now ends up having a coil of rope 6 feet long.
A simple price? A measure of your conviction.
I don't think she has conviction. That's why she's found herself here.
Or maybe she just doesn't know how to tie a knot.
Possible. I bet you know how. Let me help you.
All this running and for what? What is the illusion or the delusion? What is the carrot before the mule?
She thinks her brother would want to see her when she finds him.
When he's done everything he can to get rid of her.
Including becoming a monster.
No, he's not the monster. She is. She drove him away.
Why, she's always running. She's always running even from herself. It's so obvious.
So this is merely the residue of Norallie, and not
Yeah.
Norallie herself.
Was there ever really a Norallie to begin with?
No. Just a tumbleweed of a dream, blowing about and gathering garbage.
It should be tossed in the heap with the rest of the trash.
And yet I wonder, why does she cling to what she doesn't even have so tightly?
You said it yourself, she's delusional.
Norallie, do you want to find your brother or not?
I don't want to talk to you guys right now.
She should have taken the deal for the horns. It was the best price she got.
Could have at least gotten through with the tail.
I was going to give her unlimited time to find her brother, and yet she refused even that.
Well,
Tisk, tisk.
I guess we should be getting on going.
We have places to be.
Lives to live.
Someone to meet.
Farewell, then, Norallie. Enjoy your stay in that pile of flowers. I don't think you'll be leaving it again.
And again, and again, and again.
And Celine walks away.
Jade does so as well.
Me too. Okay, bye.
Norallie? It might still be day, but it's difficult to tell. Your eyes, you can barely keep them open. And it's the end of your road, despite you not having traveled it, is quite near. As another level of exhaustion brings you to death itself. And as you're lying there in the patch of flowers, on the south side of Flowerfield, you do hear a voice of an old innkeeper. Well, looks like I'll be getting you a room after all. And you start hearing the of a shovel. What a shame, what a shame. Now, I suppose your brother will never find you from where you're going to be. And for what? And for what? Well, what do I know? I'm an old man. There we are. A nice bed all made up. I'll even tuck you in with a blanket of flowers there, little girl. Though it might be more than you deserve, you can't say that an old man like me isn't generous. After all, we innkeepers and inn and barkeepers have a certain code of conduct. I reckon this is your last chance. What would you be willing to give to meet your brother? Come now, speak up. I'm an old man.
I'm fine. I'll find him by myself.
I'm afraid you won't. You will never find him by yourself. And I believe that going it alone, well, my dear, that is what got you killed. Rest well, Norallie. And maybe your brother will find you in this grave by the roadside. And it gets lighter and lighter as you feel a pressure on you, and the sound and the light and the smells, and soon everything grows distant and dark. And you realize that you're alone, Norallie. But do you have to be? You wake up, not in a flower patch on the south side of Flowerfield, but in a bed in the Tumbled Wench of Snam Phi, having had this peculiar nightmare. And there we go. We have had our encounter. We have had our visions, our spotlights, our explorations into terror, fear, doubt, the unknown. And I do sincerely hope that for you as the players, And for all of you who got to experience this and chat and follow along, that you have enjoyed it.
Thank you all so much for joining us this evening.
Yeah, this was a plus session for sure.